Hi friends, welcome back to Affordable Practical Living. Today we're going to be making homemade banana popsicles. I'm going to use a silicone base for the first portion of this. This is starting with 3 ripe bananas. You want them to be brown on the outside, kind of like they are when you make banana bread, if you've ever made banana bread. If you haven't, I have a recipe for that. Go ahead and look it up. I make 2 different versions of banana bread. They're totally yummy. Now, you can do this in the blender. I did not feel like getting my blender out this day, so I just did it by hand. I pick up the whisk like I'm going to do with the whisk, and that's a joke. No. Once it's liquid form, that's fine, but in this stage, it wasn't going to work. So I went ahead and got my meat masher, and I mashed it with that. I love my meat masher. I use it for all kinds of things besides meat. Like I am doing now. I usually use it for cold rice because it breaks it up really wonderfully. You know how cold rice sticks together? This just makes it so it doesn't stick together and it doesn't crush the rice, I want to say. So I love this thing. I thought this was going to be perfect for this, and it was. So I'm just mashing it up into fine little pieces as much as I can. And I'm going to go in with 1/4 cup of sugar. Now, you can use powdered sugar or honey with this as well. I didn't want to get my organic honey in this. This is Mexican vanilla. You can use regular vanilla for this. 1 to 2 tablespoons, according to your preference. I put about a tablespoon in. I'm not measuring, really. Even my sugar was like eyeballing it because that's a cup that I was using for the 1/4 cup. And then you'll see my milk. The milk is a 1/2 cup. And I'm just eyeballing it for that too. So a 1/2 cup of milk. You can use any kind of milk you want for this as well. I'm using 2%, or it might be 1%. But you can use whole milk. I'm pretty sure you can use almond milk for this as well, or one of your nut milks for this. I don't think it makes a difference. I haven't tried it with almond milk, but I should. And I think I will actually. My husband really likes almond milk, so I'll give that a try. And then you're just going to make all of this as smooth as you possibly can. But banana chunks in this are wonderful. So if you have chunks, that's fine. If I had raspberries or strawberries this day, I could have added them as well. I just only had bananas this day. So you're just going to pour it into the silicone molds. You're going to pour it all the way to the top. This recipe ended up having a little bit left over, so I used my traditional plastic molds that I had on standby. But it only filled it up 2 of them halfway, so I ended up actually doubling this recipe. At the end, I do it again so that I can have a full other one. And then I have a tidbit left over, which goes into banana bread afterwards. See here, I'm putting it into this other one here. And if you need to know how to make banana bread, I have a video for that as well. You can go and check that out. But I start pouring it, and then I realize that there's still quite a few chunks on the bottom. That's when my whisk comes into play. I just start whisking it up, break it down a little bit more, and then pour the rest in. I do have a lot of bananas this day because I went to Save a Lot, which I usually don't go to, but I needed to pop in after work one day, and they had boxes of bananas for $4 a box. They were all ripe. So I went home and I was like, this is awesome. I portioned out what my banana bread recipe calls for, and then I peeled them and then froze them whole, peeled, and then I mashed some up. And then I made these, and we just ended up using all these bananas. And then my daughter and I ate bananas for several breakfasts in a row. I had some banana and peanut butter toast. So here I am just placing the tops on them. You just place the tops on them and then you freeze them. Now, the silicones are kind of a pain in the butt to get out once they're frozen, but they make a beautiful mold. So there you go for that. Now, I'm just fast forwarding this for the remainder of it to fill up the other ones. You guys, if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe because I'd like to continue to make this kind of content. I have other popsicles I'm going to start doing with the Greek yogurt, which is what I wanted to do with these, but I ran out of Greek yogurt. So I did the traditional ones with the milk. And I hope you guys enjoy them. These are a wonderful treat for the summertime. They're super yummy. They're really cheap to make. And I hope you like what you saw. Bye, friends.